This is just a little advice to the Nolan Wells attorneys that are investigating his alleged murder. As we have found out, the body of Nolan Wells was sent to a second doctor for an autopsy. However, many body parts of Nolan Wells' body did not accompany his body for the second autopsy. The throat and the lungs and stomach and other organs of Nolan Wells were retained by the first doctor in Mississippi. These vital organs and body parts, the throat, the lungs, and the internal organs, were very significant and important parts of the body to determine whether or not there was trauma or violence committed against Nolan Wells. Why did they not ship these parts along with the body? In my opinion, these people in Mississippi retain those vital organs and body parts because those parts would show whether or not there was physical violence that caused Nolan Wells' death. So, as a consequence, it is incumbent upon the attorneys for Nolan Wells to make sure that when the first autopsy doctor sends the throat, the lungs, and the body parts, the body organs to the second autopsy, it is important for that second autopsy to take a DNA analysis of those body parts that are coming later, take a DNA analysis of the throat, the lungs, and the other organs of the body parts that are being shipped later, and compare the DNA of those parts to the DNA of Nolan Wells' body that they already have. Because, in my opinion, it is not beyond the possibility for 18th century barbarians to take the throat and lungs from another body that has no trauma and ship those to the second doctor to do the second autopsy. So it is important that a DNA test be taken to determine whether or not the throat, the lungs, and organs that are sent to Washington, D.C. for the second autopsy be the same throat, lungs, and internal organs of Nolan Wells. And to make that determination, you need to take a DNA to make sure that what you have received are body parts that came from the same body. And that's all I have for right now. This must be done because it appears, and it is historically evident, that the people in Mississippi, the governmental system in Mississippi, is still in the 17th century with a mindset of 17th century slave owners who believe that black people are still animals.